Hello students and welcome to your English language class. Today in this class we'll be reading this poem once and we'll be doing the question answers and book exercise of this poem. So let us just read the poem once. You've read of several kinds of cat and my opinion now is that you should need no interpreter to understand their character. You now have learnt enough to see that cats are much like you and me and other people whom we find possessed of various types of mind. For some are sane and some are mad, and some are good and some are bad, and some are better, some are worse, but all may be described in verse. You've seen them both at work and games and learnt about their proper names, their habits and their habitat. But how would you address a cat? So first, your memory I'll jog and say a cat is not a dog. Now dogs pretend they like to fight, they often bark, more seldom bite. But yet a dog is, on the whole, what you would call a simple soul. Of course, I'm not including peaks and such fantastic canine freaks. The usual dog about the town is much inclined to play the clown, and far from showing too much pride, is frequently undignified. He's very easily taken in, just chuck him underneath the chin, or slap his back or shake his paw, and he will gambol or guffaw. He's such an easy-going lout, he'll answer any hail or shout. Again, I must remind you that a dog's a dog, a cat's a cat. With cats, some say one rule is true, don't speak till you are spoken to. Myself, I do not hold with that, I say you should address a cat. But always keep in mind that he resents familiarity. I bow and, taking off my hat, address him in this form, "O cat." But if he is the cat next door, whom I have often met before, that means he comes to see me in my flat, I greet him with an "Oops, a cat." I've heard them call him James Buzz James, but we've not got so far as names. Before a cat will condescend to treat you as a trusted friend, some little token of esteem is needed, like a dish of cream. A cat's entitled to expect these evidences of respect, and so in time you reach your aim and finally call him by his name. So this is this and that is that, and there's how you address a cat. So this is your poem and it's written by T.S. Eliot. Now today we'll be doing the question answers. Given in your book. So first question is, how does the poet describe a dog? So to this question, what should be your answer? The poet describes a dog as a simple soul who pretends that he likes to fight. It often barks but seldom bites. So let me just repeat the answer. The poet describes a dog as a simple soul. You know the spelling of soul? S-O-U-L, soul. So the poet describes a dog as a simple soul who pretends that he likes to fight. It often barks but seldom bites. Now this is your second question. Which rule relating to cats does the poet disagree with? वो ऐसा कौन सा रूल है कैट्स के बारे में जिससे पोएट अग्री नहीं करता है? ठीक है, तो अगर आप पोएम में देखोगे तो उसमें ये लाइन लिखी हुई है that with cats some say one rule is true, don't speak till you are spoken to. So इसका आंसर हम ऐसे लिखेंगे, the poet disagrees with the rule relating to cats that do not speak till you are spoken to, which means do not be the first one to start the conversation with a cat. इसका मतलब है कि हमें कैट से जब भी हम कॉन्वर्सेशन या अगर कोई कैट आपके आसपास है, सो डू नॉट बी द फर्स्ट वन टू स्टार्ट द कॉन्वर्सेशन. हमें अपनी तरफ से पहल नहीं करनी चाहिए कि हम उससे बातचीत करना शुरू करें. लेट हर अप्रोच अस या लेट हिम अप्रोच अस, देन ओनली you speak to the cat, otherwise let it be. Or else it will feel offended. So इसका आंसर आप लिखेंगे, the poet disagrees with the rule relating to cats that do not speak until you are spoken to, which means do not be the first one to start the conversation with a cat. So this is your answer to the second question. And then here we have the third question. What thing should one keep in mind regarding cats? सो कैट्स के बारे में ऐसी कौन सी चीज़ है जो हमेशा हमें ध्यान में रखनी चाहिए? आप पोएम में देखिए, इसमें जो स्टैंजा है उसमें ये दिया हुआ है दैट पेज नंबर 61 फर्स्ट स्टैंजा. ओके, Myself, I do not hold with that. I say you should address a cat, but always keep in mind that he resents familiarity. Okay, तो इसका आंसर हम कैसे लिखेंगे? The one thing that one should keep in mind regarding cats is that they resent familiarity, which means they dislike friendly behavior from strangers. कि उन्हें strangers से अगर लगता है कि कोई स्ट्रेंजर उनके साथ बहुत ज़्यादा फ्रेंडली बिहेव कर रहा है या उसके बहुत नज़दीक आ रहा है, तो वो चीज़ उसको पसंद नहीं आती है कैट को. ओके, सो इसका आंसर लिखना है द वन थिंग दैट वन शुड कीप इन माइंड रिगार्डिंग कैट्स इज़ दैट दे रिजेंट फेमिलैरिटी, विच मीन्स दे डिसलाइक फ्रेंडली बिहेवियर फ्रॉम स्ट्रेंजर्स. And the last question is, how should one address a cat before one can finally call him by his name? So to this you will answer, one should address a cat by giving some token of respect to win his trust, like a dish of cream, before one can finally call a cat by his name. Okay, so एक कैट को उसके नाम से बुलाने से पहले हमें क्या करना चाहिए? हमें उसको कुछ गिफ्ट देना चाहिए, कुछ टोकन ऑफ रिस्पेक्ट हमें उसको देना चाहिए, और ताकि हम उसका ट्रस्ट जीत सकें. ठीक है, तभी वो आपके ऊपर भरोसा कर पाएगी एक कैट, अदरवाइज़ वो तुम्हें हार्म कर सकती है. सो वन शुड एड्रेस अ कैट बाय गिविंग सम टोकन ऑफ रिस्पेक्ट टू विन हिज ट्रस्ट, like a dish of cream or something, before one can finally call a cat by his name. So this is the answer to this question. Now in word power we have, cats and dogs are the most common pets people have, and there are dog lovers and cat lovers who will argue over which pet is better. How would you describe the pets? Okay, कुछ लोग जो हैं cat lovers होते हैं, कुछ dog lovers होते हैं, और उन्हें लगता है कि कैट्स आर बेटर और कुछ को लगता है डॉग्स आर बेटर. तो यहाँ पे कुछ क्वालिटीज़ हैं जो मेंशन की हुई हैं, जो कि आपको लगता है कि एक डॉग के अंदर ये क्वालिटी है तो आप उसके आगे डी लिख सकते हो. एंड इफ़ यू थिंक दिस क्वालिटी इज़ विद अ कैट और अ कैट पोजेसेस दिस क्वालिटी, देन यू कैन राइट सी इन फ्रंट ऑफ इट. और अगर ऐसी कोई क्वालिटी है दैट बोथ कैन हैव, देन यू कैन राइट डी सी. Okay, like for example, in my opinion, a dog is more friendly than a cat. So in front of friendly I have written D. Okay, so friendly D, eager to please D, quiet C, that's a cat. Cat is quiet, right? And dogs are always barking. Relaxed dog, dignified DC, both are dignified. Formal, I think cats are more formal, so I've written C. Happy dog, calm cat. Enthusiastic dog, loyal, both you can write both, DC. Loving, both DC. Obedient, both DC. Curious, both DC. Independent, cat. Well groomed, cat. Aloof, cat. Watchful dog. Wise, both are wise, so DC. Graceful cat. Mysterious cat. Playful, both DC. Clean cat, lazy dog, faithful dog. Okay, so that was my opinion. You can write your thought, या जो भी आपको लगता है कि ये क्वालिटी एक डॉग में होती है या एक कैट में होती है. So you can write your own opinion. So this is your homework. You have to write your question answers in your fair notebook, and also you have to do this word power. Okay, submit your homework by 3 o'clock tomorrow. Thank you for watching this video.